I still remember that day, Princely Math competition. It was my first of that kind. 2 states, Lagos and Ogun, over 300 candidates. I just joined Honeyland at the time. My math teacher then took us, a group of us, to write this math examination. But then a few weeks later on the assembly, that same teacher took the microphone and announced that one Honeyland student had won the overall best prize at the competition, scoring 96% in the exam. And then he started describing this person. He's exceptional, he's brilliant, he's intelligent. But then something interesting happened. Before the teacher even announced the person's name, the entire assembly started chanting one name. They already believed that they knew who the winner was. But then my teacher smiled and said, and that student is Osagede Omoege Joseph. It's one of my earliest fond memories of my Honeyland journey. I think it's very special to me, not just because I just won a competition, but because that was the first time that Honeyland learned my name.
He came in September 2020. His entrance exam was done online with other students because of the lockdown as at then. He scored 90.7%. Outstanding performance. I got to know about Omoege while he was still in primary school.
My first day at Honeyland Secondary School, Honeyland College, I was nervous. I was in year 7 Churchill, yes, Mrs. Nkem was our class teacher. And then year 8 was the first time I learned to read at night.
Since he came to Honeyland School, he has been a very good student. If I don't know the adjective that we used to quantify, he's very passionate. He gives himself into anything he wants to achieve. He's a go-getter.
I also emerged as the overall best student in year 9. Senior school brought its own kind of challenges. New subjects, more bulky scheme of work. I just kept my head straight, continued what I'd been doing, kept on reading, kept on working, kept on doing my very best. And I was so happy when my efforts paid off. And in year 7, I wrote the American Mathematics Competition, the Nigeria Mathematics Competition, Olympiad, and in year 8, I won the silver medal at the Royal National English Olympiad. I also participated in the Nigerian Spelling Bee and placed as the 2nd runner-up in Lagos State and placed as a national finalist at the national finals in Anambra.
He started winning award for Honeyland School right from GSS 2. There was this debate competition he went for in GSS 2 with one other student. He won and he performed excellently well.
In year 11, I wrote the Interswitch Spark competition. And then something happened in year 11. My parents were worried that I was doing too many competitions and I would interfere with my actual academic work. And then they came to see the principal. And of course, my dad told her how he felt about my doing competitions and that he would like me to stop.
And the parent had already seen that the competitions he was going for was already affecting his preparedness for examination. So, which I told them that Omoege's level is beyond Honeyland. Omoege is a person that can compete in the global world and still have outstanding results. So I had to speak with the dad, let us look beyond Honeyland School.
And so my dad agreed to keep letting me go for competitions. And then a few months later, I clinched the first prize at the OSE Brain Quest quiz competition. I was very happy. And then in year 12, there was I Beg to Differ. I Beg to Differ was different. We'd been hearing about it, but for the first time, Honeyland would participate, and I was selected alongside my teammates to represent the school. It was a whole new round of challenging. We worked, we put in all the effort, and we advanced to the quarterfinal round where we contested against the defending champions. That was the most challenging round, but as God would have it, we won and moved to the semi-final to clinch the Lagos State Championship prize at the final round. We were very, very happy. I remember on that final day, we came home to a lot of celebration. It was a really happy moment for me, for my team, for my parents, for the school, because just as they had complained that I was going to many competitions, I got ahead to win a state championship.
Just like Akila and the Bee, that was what I Beg to Differ looked like. It was more or less like a community thing. When it got to a certain stage, everybody was interested, and at the end of the day, Omoyege and Precious, they won.
I had a few mentors in Honeyland, teachers who inspired me, not just teachers, but people who impacted my life on even a personal level. But the one that stands out is Mrs. Oshunti, my principal. She was the first person I met in Honeyland. From that day till now, we just had this good relationship where I can go to her. Sometimes I go to her office, I sit, we chat. She encourages me, she advises me, she pushes me to give my very best. She's the person I call my school mother. I call her mommy, she calls me son.
He calls me Yami, and I call him for mommy.
That's Mr. Shuti. And then there is also Mr. Jerry. I met Mr. Jerry for the first time in year 9 when he came to speak to year 9 students that were coming to senior school. He taught me maths in year 10. We would talk about mathematics, talk about school in general, talk about life in general. He has given me a lot of useful advice for even university, daily life. He is a man full of insight, and I really, really love that about him. As I leave Honeyland, I'll take with me the lessons that I learned, the words of advice that came from every angle, the courage to be bold wherever life takes me, to face each day with a smile, to never back down from a challenge, to never back down from a competition, to keep putting myself out there and giving my utmost best to achieve excellence at all levels in all spheres of life.